Hey guys, it's Sharon with Little Britain Company. Welcome to the channel. So, I went a little crazy at officesupply.com and I have a whole lovely box here to share with you all. You all know that Office Supply has become one of my favorite places recently once I found out about it. So, I'm going to give you a quick little sneak peek. This thing is absolutely packed. I'm going to go ahead and unpack it, and I'm going to show you everything. So before we go too far in, you might want to grab a snack and a drink and get really nice and comfy and settled, because there's a lot. There's a lot here, and I want to show you all of it. Okay, that's about as good as I can get it. Sorry. I'm just going to be laughing and laughing. Okay, so let me let's just dive in. So I found these wonderful eyelets. I am so excited about these. I don't think I realized I had bought wide ones, but I really like these wide ones. I am gonna go back and see if they have any of the wide eyelets in other colors. Anyway, so I got the yellows, and then I have the standard eyelets in sort of the metallics, and I have the standard ones in these, what are these, aquas? These are so pretty. And then I got one in these pinks. I think you get 60 eyelets in here. What I'm particularly excited about is that each of these was maybe $1.12. Just a fantastic price. So I really did just load up on them. And as soon as I get them into, these are all going to fit in one of my little tiny drawers. And I can get rid of all that packaging. Oh, I will say right away, I am going to be very careful because I want to keep the back of each of these for the acetate in the back. Because that's going to be nice and standard for me. Let me move this over that side. Okay, first one out of the way. Some of these are going to be really small, and if you've seen me do hauls before, you know that I take, on some of these things, I take it all out of the box because that's how I want to see it. I don't want to see the back of the box when I watch. So I will show you what I can in the boxes, and I did get the Heidi Swap stamp cleaner. I hope it's good. Has anyone ever used this one before? I have not. But I recently realized I really do need to be able to do a better job of cleaning my stamps. So to that end, I got that. And I think the other piece, I think the other one is down here somewhere. There's another piece that kind of goes with this. Oh, well, I guess I'll get to it when I get to it. Oh, no, it's right here. Okay, good. So I also got the stamp cleaning cloth. This is the Nuvo. So I'll let you know how this one works out. But again, I needed some things to start cleaning my stamps off. So I'm showing you some of the big stuff so I can move that out of the way quickly. I also got the Heidi Swap Mink Brayer. I don't know. I kind of feel like I shouldn't take things out because there's truly so much to see. I guess I'll leave it there. I just wanted some evenness on some of what I do. This is kind of small. I was kind of thinking it would be bigger, which is kind of true for several things that I bought. I thought they would be bigger, but this might just be perfect for what I need. So I'm not going to diss it yet. I'm going to go with it. So excited. I'm going to try these at the end. I'm very excited. So I did get, this is the 2 1/4 inch large punch of sort of this floralish design. So these, the scallop, that's what it is. So I was able to find the 2 1/4 and then this set, which is 1 1/2, 1, and then the 5/8 of an inch. So I can do some nesting with that. I really want to try these out. I do very much like doing some of the nesting and putting the pieces together. So, and I really been looking, I don't have the scallops. I really wanted them. So they were a very decent price. compared to the other big punches when you see them out and about. It would have been nice to find these at Ollie's when they were still doing dollar ones, but no such luck. So in that same vein, I bought the Heart punch. I usually like the EK Tools punches. Usually. Not all the time. We'll see. But I am going to try to also salvage some more of that wonderful acetate. Okay, now we're getting in some past the tools. They had this 49 in Market, different essentials. This one was the ticket essential. They had different colors, different concepts. This one has different tickets. I'm going to start moving things in a little bit so you can see them better. Let's see. Let's see how far out this one goes. I'm not crazy that it's taped. I would rather there be a little piece of acetate around there, but so we have sort of these numbers. Oh, it really feels, oh gosh, look at the back. Oh, that is really nice. This is fun. This is where it starts to repeat right here. So you get quite a bit. It had a lot of, there were a lot of colors to choose from. I thought the sort of yellow brown looked the most like what the real tickets would look like. But we'll see. I'm trying to remember what the price was on this. It wasn't, you know, crazy cheap. It wasn't crazy expensive. I want to say it was like maybe $4 for the set. All right, let's see how big this one is. Put that aside. Okay, you get all of these different stamps. Wow. That's where it starts to repeat. Okay. Right there. That's the repeat. So you get this Netherlands. I think maybe the whole thing might be the Netherlands. Super cool stamp set. That's really, really cool. And you don't feel like you're, you know, using brand, you know, the real deal. I always feel kind of guilty about that. Sometimes when I use the real deal, I feel like, oh, shouldn't we preserve it some other way instead of, but you know what, that way lay madness. And then you get this cool one. These kind of ticket pieces, and that's the repeat right there. These are really wonderful. The detail they put into these is fantastic. Okay, so that's that one. I might be tempted to look at some of the other ones, and I don't think they're all tickets. I think each one has a different kind of a theme to it. Okay, I am going to move this over a little bit. And I am going to get out, I haven't done this in a while. I'm going to get out my little handy dandy I don't know what to call this, little tray, so I can show you things. I find that this helps control some of the madness. Okay, I stopped to have a sip of drink. So we have the K & Company layered accents, and I'm going to open it and I'm going to show you exactly what's inside. This is what I do if I can get into it. Oh my gracious. Getting into it is not as easy as it looks. Okay, so I wish I could have preserved this because I like that backing. And that I have been cutting down, I'll show you real quick, different boxes and things. Look at this ginormous thing of cards. These are for ATC cards. And so I'm got a lot here. But I like the idea of getting some of the backings. Okay, so this is nice. They already have your adhesive. Let's see what's in there. Oh, there's a flower. It's nice. I'm gonna try. I will tell you, if I could do this a little bit faster, I would. But I'm just trying to pull them out. These are beautiful. I was thinking this was gonna be a lot more butterflies. I really like these flowers. I might use some of those on my ATCs. These are really nice. Okay, and then you have sort of the butterfly. I think a couple of the butterfly pieces. Very dimensional. They just have a lot of dimension to them. You have a really big one. And then, I'll try to show you. These are just something. I am very pleased with these. And again, I really like that, you know, they've already got the adhesive on them. Look at that big one. Okay, so I'm going to put these back into this. Not neatly, and not well. That's what they're just kind of going in there. But this one's really pretty. All right, I'm happy with that one. Okay, next. A lot of my items came in, like, they had the extra bag. No extra stuff. That would have been nice. That would have been nice. I get the feeling that they are very busy. This was the longest it's taken for them to ship. These are really beautiful. Maggie Holmes. I want to say this one was under $2. I actually did a printout, and then it's in the other room, and I'm really too excited and too lazy to go get it. Oh, I don't like how that's got yellow on it. How did that happen? Huh. That's too bad. But they're still really pretty. That just kind of looks like it has some age to it. But those are nice. Okay, so this was fun. I really wanted this one. Again, I think it was like, it might have been under $1. And it's so weird because it's hard to get sizing right when you're looking at it. And I don't find that they have a whole lot of descriptions. So I'm glad that I've got it right here. But I really liked the colors. To me, this was just very, very Halloween-y. And I thought that would be something I wanted to... And I don't know how long this stuff is going to last with Office Supply. These are just so pretty. This is what? Celeste Gonzalez? I just love these colors so much, particularly these. This pearl is a little bit taller than the other ones. These are just gorgeous. Okay, let's get this one out and show you. This is 2 pieces. Are there 2 pieces here? Oh, well, there are 2 pieces. All right, this is, of course, Cinderella's Castle. Look. It's got a little Tinkerbell at the top. That's adorable. And I did not see that in the pictures. So there's 2 things with Disney right now that I'm really kind of starting to get some Disney items in. Little Brit's band is going to Disney this summer. And the marching band and Big Brit and I are going to go with them as chaperones. And then I was recently commissioned by this lovely woman to do a Snow White kit for her junk journal kit. And so I did send off for these, for the Snow White. I have 2 of those, one for me and one for her. So I did want to add some specialty pieces into her kit. And this was so exciting to find. I'm not sure I've ever seen this. I just think this is so adorable and so perfect. So perfect. So the kit is almost done for her. And yes, if you ever want me to put together a specialty kit for you, happy to do it. Okay, so next we have the Tim Holtz Ideology. This one is the ephemera pack snippets. I will say it wasn't cheap, but it wasn't as expensive as I normally see in the stores. They've got tiny pieces here, which was kind of what I was looking for this time. So I'm going to do a little bit of zoom in for you, but just so you know, I mean, there's my finger next to it. Look at that. Tim Holtz really does an amazing job. You got the number 5. You have this little tiny label. Oh, my goodness. So these are very cool. What can I say? He is the king. Well, I say that, but I don't like that that's off center. That bugs me. I'm so weird. I'm sure it shouldn't bug me. That's just my, if you've watched me work with things, I have a real thing about the symmetry. I'm just weird. All right, that's so cute. Oh my word. These are adorable. I'm half tempted to get some of the pictures of my own parents in some of these older pictures and use them in, I think I actually might, and use them in my own junk journal. It would be really cool to have some of those pictures. Especially the picture of my mother. You know, people used to get a single fancy picture done, and my mother had a single fancy picture done, and she and my father actually broke up briefly. Dad's fault. Definitely Dad's fault. And so when he went back to Chicago, he had moved for his job. When he went back to Chicago, he wanted to see her, and she said, well, I want my picture back. And he said, but I don't want to give it back. That picture sat in their bedroom their entire rest of their marriage. Because really, that's all she wrote. Mom said, no, you got to get my picture back. And they went out to dinner to talk about it. And my very smart grandmother said, let's get you something really pretty to wear. Something a little off the shoulder, I think. These are great. These are really, really cool. In particular, I wanted these pieces for the ATC cards that I've been working on. I really needed the smaller pieces. And these are, I mean, they are small. You can kind of see my hand next to them. So that should hopefully give you a good idea of what sizing we're really looking at for these. They are not large. So another funny story about my parents. I'm the youngest of 9 children. But when they first got married, Dad didn't want kids. And they met with the priest. And that's all she wrote. Man must have been really good at his job. Oh, these are so good. They are tiny though, and I'm having a hard time getting them in my hand. Okay, there we go. I'm going to kind of do it like this. Again, I always show you all everything, mostly because I want to see everything. And I figure there must be other people like me who want to just see all of it. It's particularly helpful if I'm thinking about buying something, if I feel like there's enough pieces. And the Tim Holtz stuff is fantastic, but it is not inexpensive. You know, as my husband would say, fair play to him. He knows what he's doing. I love that little parcel post piece right there. These little pieces. I feel like I'm gonna have to get tweezers to work with these. I love the little. This is a little arithmetic card and the bingo cards. They are so fun. And this one bigger one. What is this? It's just a list of names. Interesting. Okay, so that's interesting. Let me clean this up and we'll take a look at the next thing. Okay, I'm gonna pull out just a little bit. That might have been too much. Let's keep that in the frame. Okay. Let's look at this one. This is the Disney classic Pooh. It's so funny because I didn't used to be a huge Pooh Bear fan. I don't know when that changed, but it has. I like his philosophy. Kind of that, oh bother. Okay, I am tearing that off. I'm hoping to keep some of this. Because I really like that top part. So I'm going to be more careful with this. Oh, I just ripped it. Darn. Okay, so I'm not going to go all the way up. You get this, you get all of these wonderful little bumblebees. They're so cute. And then you get these bigger pieces, the honey pots. Oh, look at that. These are very cool. Oh, the beehive. I didn't realize the beehives. There are 2 beehives in there. And 2 different kinds of the Pooh pot, the Pooh honey pots. So that is very cool. So I was not able to salvage this. I'm hoping to still salvage some of this top part. There's a couple of really pretty Pooh bears there. All right, let's see what I'm getting to. I'm going to go ahead and show you this one. I'm going to take it out here. The one thing about this is when I'm showing these, blah, 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 blah. One thing I'm going to say, I am keeping this, and I'm absolutely going to turn this into at least one, hopefully more than one, of the ATC cards, because the background is fantastic. That is just great. Okay, hopefully this is a little easier to see. You are my moon and stars. There are hundreds of languages, but a smile speaks them all. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. Remember that you're the one who can fill the world with sunshine. I just loved these. I loved them so much. I feel like the world needs these wonderful, positive things right now. Every job is a self-portrait of the person who does it. Autograph your work with excellence. Love it. And I think, is this one piece? Oh, it is. This is one piece. So what's nice about this, of course, is that you can ink the frame and not the middle if you don't want to use that for all of these. Or the other way around. You can ink this and you don't have to have the frame. So that's cool. I did buy a few stamps. And again, the stamps were not expensive. Maybe a couple bucks. Then I found this, I found several Bo Bunny. This one is the quotations stamp. This next one is the Happiness Blooms. And it is just wonderful. Happiness blooms from within. So are these separate pieces? I want to see. Yes. Okay. Oh, that's great. So each one of these, so that, those are all 3 separate pieces. So you have this beautiful frame, and then you have these wonderful circles and these flowers. I just think it's so cool. And again, I'm thinking a lot about, I'm using a lot more stamping as kind of background. If you've seen my recent video where I did the altered playing cards. I did an entire deck of cards. Okay, this next one is just the happy birthday stamp. Special day, celebrate, happy birthday. I loved the pennants. I loved this big happy birthday here. I thought that would be really nice inside cards, and also outside. I think the cake is cool. Just a lot of good stuff there. I have no idea if that's the last stamp. I'm just kind of taking it as it goes. So we have a little bit more Pooh Bear here. Oh, you get 2 of these. So this is the classic Pooh Disney. And I love that they're clear. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So you get 16 of Pooh. You get a little bit of the bees here. And I am really thinking about doing a little series of Pooh ATC. I'm really into the, you can kind of tell. I keep saying I am really into the ATC cards. I think they're super, super fun. I like that green background there. So I do like to use the clear sometimes. The clear stickers. All right. This one has this stamp. Just has 2 pieces in there. Okay. I'm going to take a quick look at here. Let's see what else we have here that I can show you. These were just fun. And again, I think that these were maybe $1. Little burlap reindeer. This is by Little Birdie. Just some sweet little embellishments. And here's another stamp. This is Spellbinders. Well, is it stamps? No, these are press plates. Oh, those are so cool. Okay, can you tell? So you have Christopher Robin and Pooh as a birthday. This one's harder to see, but you basically have them all sitting around a table. And then the last one is Piglet. So these are going to be pressed into the plates. I am really excited about trying this. This is Simple Stories. I don't know what age this one was. They don't always date. That's 2025. Okay. So another set of this is K&C Company, or K and Company. 9 pieces. These are just really pretty flower pieces. They are very dimensional. Let me show you. So you can kind of see the dimensions on them better when I take it out of the bag. They're really nice. I love that feel to them. And again, a really nice background. I'm going to be using that. I wonder how many I can get out of there. I think I'm only going to get not a huge amount. This is the Maggie Holmes Forever Fields, which I really like. I thought it was Brighton. It might also be Brighton. I'll have to look at that. Really nice puffy. I love the little Be Happy. These little pieces are so cute, but I really liked the silhouettes. I think they were just perfect right now. And since Bridgerton's is back, yes, I will say, I don't know if I'm not going to give anything away. I watched the first of this new season and I was like, which was a shame because I love the Bridgertons. But once I got past the first episode, which is where they're setting up a lot of information for you, and once I got into the rest of it, oh, I love it. So good. Well, it's always good. Chandra, I think it's Sandra, does just an amazing job with it. Okay, this next one is Bo Bunny Charmed Chronicles. I love that piece too. So, sending love your way. This stamp is so cute. This wonderful little, these are just wonderful little pieces. That is a frame. You got the little heart there. Thank you. I loved the key and the butterfly. I am not a huge butterfly fan, but I like the butterflies for the specimen cards. And I am going to do a series of specimen cards. It might not be this month, it might be next month, but I thought that little butterfly would be just kind of perfect for that. I'm excited to do those. I certainly stay busy. Okay, so then I found these Paige Evans dimensional flower stickers. I just think they're really pretty. Sorry, my mind goes off. So this is the garden. These are the garden shop ones. Love the books on the bottom. I'm going to go in and seeing if I can find the bigger pieces to show you. So I have another stamp here, shocker. Oh, this one is so cool. This is Hip Stamp Hooray stamp set ensemble. And this is just beautiful. You have the writing up here. At some point I'm going to stamp that and see what it says. You have this section on affection. You have sort of the, just sort of the background pieces. And then the additional writing. These are so good when you're doing the junk journals or the backgrounds or, again, your ATC cards. I did something like that on these. So you've got the stamp back there. So once I covered them. And again, that's in the deck of cards video. This is Damask Textures. I want to say this one was like 90 cents. I found some things that were 90 cents. It was very exciting. So you have the really beautiful frame, and then you have these almost like a fleur-de-lis. Really cool. This could also be very cool. I mean, I love it as a background piece, but I think this one would be really cool in a Halloween-y type. Halloween-y? Yeah, I'm going to go with Halloween-y. Sort of a Halloween type background. I'll do that right. Okay, we have some more stickers. This is the Forever Fields Maggie Holmes. This is the whole booklet of stickers. So you get these beautiful, I really think those are beautiful. And then honestly, it was the fox that sold me. But you've got mushrooms and smiling and details of the day. And look, you've got the bunny and the squirrel. So stinking cute. You do have the alphabet pieces, which I don't normally do a whole lot with, but I really like the sentiments. Love you always, keepsake, grateful, beautiful, remember this, thinking happy thoughts, so magical. This is what matters most. Do good, happy, smile, finding joy in the ordinary. You are sunshine, noteworthy, forever and ever, treasured memories, and sweetheart. And then you have the corners, the labels, or the, it's really cool. And you've got sort of this black and white kind of section. I don't know how I feel about that. How do y'all feel? Do you like it? How do we feel about the black and white one? This was also a big seller for me. I love these stamps. I will certainly back them up on something. You have these wonderful little border pieces. Thought those were cool. Then you have these smaller, I think they really are very Bridgerton type pieces. Well, of course, until you get to the camera. And then lastly, you have the bigger silhouette, the butterfly and the large bumblebee. You have another silhouette down here, the little girl. Really, really nice. I was definitely looking for pieces that would work for the, if only my brain would work, that would work for the specimens. So I found this pretty one by Cedar House. This was definitely, I think this was 70 cents. It might have been 60 cents. And I love the little cassette tape down here. I wanted something like this for my Stranger Things book that's going together. Mixed tape, Enjoy the Ride. This is the Life. Like the flower. Then I found this Heidi Swap stamp set. Let's get this one open. If I can get this one open. Why is it a trick? Let's get into this thing. There we go. Aha! That way. So find the beauty in every day. Highlights. I like this little recorded because I think that's going to be really nice. You can just put numbers in there, a little word in there, favorite moment, quote of the day. That view though, time to fun, love, making memories, chill, happy. Life is beautiful, never leaving. Go where you feel the most alive. Love it. Okay. So there were some good options in this one. Put that one back. Okay, y'all ready? I am going to show you real quick. I really wanted a whole bunch of ephemera, and I got a whole bunch of ephemera. So I'm going to show you exactly what's in it all. So now we have our Simple Stories journal bits for Say Cheese. This is the classic Pooh Baby. It's going to be very pastel. Let's see, I'm going to zoom in just a wee bit here. Okay, well, it stopped, but we're back. Okay, so, oh, that's too close. Let me get where we need to be. There we go. I love these little tags. Oh my gosh. That is so stinking cute. Got some little file tabs there. The little details. Oh, how cute. How cute is this? Cannot hardly stand it. It's so cute. The little telegram and the babyogram. So a bunch of little labels. That's adorable. The baby details, or baby shower details. My goodness. So cute. All right, these borders are adorable. These little pieces are very cute. These could definitely be turned into little pockets. Oh my word. Okay. So cute. And then lastly, little one is on the way. Okay. Really adorable. Let me get that one out of the way and we'll go to the next. Okay, next we have Crate Paper's Gingham Garden. Let's get this one open. Okay. If I can get into it. That's always fun. There we go. There's that one. And then there's this one. And I'm going to put this aside because how cute is that? That's going to make some nice cards. Still can't get into it. Oh, there we go. Okay. Really pretty frame. These are really cute. So really pretty, very pastel. Oh, I like that one. I think, oh, these are individual, by the way. They are perforated. So these will make 3 separate little tags. These are just going to be wonderful. These are the kind of elements that I was really looking for. I've been trying to really up my ephemera. I think this works. Like, it's pretty. Kind of interesting little, oh, I love the little bluebird. How cute is that? Okay, so that was part 1 of this pack, which again, I think was maybe $2. Breath of fresh air. Oh, these are, again, these are 2. They're perforated. There's a lot here that can be used for lots of different options. This one is also perforated. So you can get rid of the little dots in between and have that really cool. The labels perforated, so you'll have the options of those. So cute. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have a hard time not just jumping straight in and working some more on my ATCs. Love this. Is there 2 there? Oh, there are. Look at that. All right, and then you have these vellum pieces, which are pretty cool. Let's see what side that's supposed to be on. Trying to find the darker side of these. The vellum pieces appear to be mostly decorative. We have some flowers. I did very much want the vellum. I was kind of going for some of those pieces too. I had some thoughts about what I wanted to do with it. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, so we're back to Forever Fields. You can see I really went, really wanted to get a bunch of these pieces. I just really like this series, the Forever Fields series. All right, so let me pull these apart. And again, that's so cute, that background. So I'm going to pull these off and put this one away. So cute. And get into this one first. Look at that big card. That is so fun. Oh, this is perfect. All right, again, these are perforated tickets. That's fun. The one cool thing about, the only thing, but one of the cool things about buying things that are sort of Valentine-y ephemera, not that this is not just Valentine, but my point, if I can get to it, is that hearts are good for any time of the year. They just kind of work for, for whenever. That is super cool, guys. Look at that big tag. Okay, so these, wow. Okay, so you have sort of something within something within here. So you could put them all together and leave them that way, or you can have these frames and pieces. Another little heart. Ooh, I love that one for the oh, my brain just went again. The sample cards. The ones with the critters. Specimen cards. I love that one for the specimen cards. That's fun. This one's quite a find. Again, this one is 3 pieces here. So you have this wonderful little sort of photo piece, and then you have the other statements. Each of these is an individual label card. Follow your heart. I love it. The labels. I really like the little cards there. Look at that. Country Library. Y'all knew I had to get it if it's in library. All right, so again, we have these vellum pieces, which are fabulous. Look at the heart. Okay, so we have flowers, the bow, frame, inspired. Oh, I love that. Again, perfect for the specimen. Or so many other things. Okay, so that's that one. And next we're going to do a Jen Hatfield. Okay, so our next one is Groovy Darling. Well, let's see what we think of this one. I actually thought I removed this one from my bag. But you can kind of see I was working in bulk here, so it's not like I'm going to send it back because I'm sure it has some wonderful pieces. It's just the way it is. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, I missed a piece. Little hello piece. These are really pretty. Some of them. I'm not crazy about all of them. This is going to be interesting for me because there are clearly some pieces here that I'm going to enjoy. I love that little roller skate. Chill out. Oh, I think that's why I got it. I really wanted those. Sunny days ahead. Let's hope. Blessings. That's cute. Here comes the sun. That looks like is that one or two tags? That actually looks like it's one tag. So I will say there are some pieces in there that I like and a couple pieces that I'm not necessarily crazy about, but that's okay. That is quite all right. Now this is several pieces. This is going to be 3 pieces, or 4, 3 pieces for that one. Not every day is good, but there's good in every day. I really like that. I need to make that into a saying for me. Put it in front of me. So I remember that sometimes. All right, there's a lot of cute in here. I will say that. That's all perforated into this cute little index card. Oh my word. Some of these are absolutely adorable. A little howdy. Flowers. Labels. I do like the file tabs. Okay. Yeah, this was definitely worth it. These kind of wild skates, I don't know if you watch Stranger Things, you'll know. This is another like index card. I think those are so cool. My sister Chrissy and I were just talking about doing some of the index card, the Rolodex pieces. And then I priced Rolodexes and I went, I don't know about that. They're really cool, but the Rolodexes are not cheap. Okay, really cute. I like the little hearts. I love it when I stop myself in the middle of a sentence because I saw something else cute. Then I just combine words and that's just, there we go. And then this wonderful little postcard piece. And then again, there are vellum pieces here. Love that. Hello, sunshine. A good day. It's kind of pretty big flower. Okay, so that was that one. The next one's going to be a Bow Bunny Beautiful Things. My goodness, there was a lot of ephemera in that last one. Okay, so this next one has 40 pieces. How many pieces did the last one have? That last one had 70 pieces. That is a lot. I love the way they did this. Look at these. You know, I think that it's so fun that the companies know that we're all junk journalists, or many of us are junk journalists. And so the packaging is so wonderful on these. I mean, how could you not keep that and turn it into something cool? Okay, so this one just ripped right off there. Let's do that. Oh, these are like the little slides. That is certainly something we had when I was growing up. This kind of looks like a, oh, it's a flower. Okay, I thought it was a map actually. This is really super cool. I love these file tabs. Definitely have some specimen options. Oh, look at this one. Look at those mushrooms. You have more of those. Oh, that's actually really cool. The beetles, the butterflies, the flowers. This is a great set. I don't know about that one. That one's interesting. The world is full of beautiful things. That's cool. All right, so that's the first part of it. Then, sorry guys, I did warn you this was gonna be long. That's fantastic. Oh, look at the little strawberry. Oh my gosh, and the music ones. The beetles. The dragonfly. Oh my goodness. So back to kind of the Rolodex pieces, the files. This one is meant to fold up. Huh. Like it's a little envelope maybe. What a wonderful day. Love the raspberry. I don't know if our raspberry bushes have not been doing well the past couple of years. I might have to replace them. Beauty is everywhere. Oh, okay. All right, I will say I really, really loved this particular set. That might have been one of my favorites so far. Next, for your viewing pleasure, we have Moonlight and Magic. I actually have 2 of the 6x8 pads of this one, which is really what convinced me to buy it. And I'm thinking I'm going to be really, really happy that I did. Oh. If I can get it. That's a lot of glue. Okay. Let's take a look at this one. I'm actually not a big fairy person, but it says this includes acetate pieces. Okay. So we have the fairy. She's actually pretty cute. A little drawing guide. That's really cute. I love these. I've used those before. Really, really like those. Cute little tags. Again, those are perforated. These are really nice. Don't forget to look up. Is that Ica something? It's Ica something. That flower is, I think it's called Ica something. Hand in hand. Oh, look at the owl. You're a hoot. Oh my goodness. I love that bunny piece. Okay. This part, I think really, let me get some of these out here. I think there's actually a lot of acetate in these. So we have collect memories like flowers, and you always have a garden. These are really cute. The tags are wonderful, so inspired. Sweetest thing. You get more of the stamps, and again, they're perforated, so they're just really cute. Shine on. I like the little daily reminder. I love these little pieces. You get this large piece, which is pretty cool, but I'm gonna, oh, and you get these tickets. I'm gonna turn that over because you have all of these wonderful acetate pieces. Happy Place. I'm going to leave that one there. You get the butterflies. Now, I did see these, or I kind of saw them. I knew there were some acetate pieces. And again, I keep talking about how I want to do the specimen cards with some of my ATCs. And these are going to be absolutely fabulous for those. Dreamy. And then some. There's so much on here for all these different pieces. These are just so great. Kind of love them. Oh my word, there's so many in here. Oh, To the Moon. It's for my youngest. Okay, that's another regular piece. That's gorgeous. All right, let's see if we have any more acetate. That one. These look like petunias. And then these beautiful ones, which I feel like are very similar to some of the ones that we opened earlier. But I'll take it because I think that this one is another really gorgeous one. Okay, the next one is going to be Vicki Boutin, Discover and Create. Oh my word, the next one's 200 pieces. Okay, so this is our next one. And believe it or not, we're actually working our way down. Okay, let me open this one. This one's going to be interesting to get open. Again, I'm really, really loving the box. All right, I'm not really sure what to expect in here, so let's take a look. This is much, much thinner than any of the other pieces that I've opened today. This is, golly guys, this is thinner than copy paper. It's very thin. I swear to me it feels like it's pretty close to tissue paper. That's not necessarily terrible, it's just is what it is. I'm afraid I'm gonna rip it as I do this. Looks like there's multiples of each thing, so that, you know, that would make some sense. You have the palettes. Yeah, looks like there's 2 of each. Some of these are quite big. Kind of the open book. That's pretty. This is going to be some little note pieces. This looks like something that you could really use if you were someone who really likes to do the happy planners. This kind of looks like that. I'm going to move it back even further because there's a lot in here. I like these file tabs. These are really cool. Okay, now that is I love the tickets. I'm just going to have to back them up onto something that's much more substantial. Even this little ticket's really cool. And I like the cameras. So you get, this is a tag. This is a really cool tag, actually. And I love those cameras. Let's see what else we have here. Gracious, there's a lot of pieces. And gracious, is it thin? The to-do lists, I like those. Those are fun. Tabs. Look at these files. File folder pieces. And you get the... Okay, these are getting... Are they getting? No, they're pretty much still the same. I think it's just bigger pieces. Kind of that kid type of thing. Another Rolodex. I like that one. Assignment. That's cool. And you get the... I want to say leaves. Let's go with feathers. You get the feather pieces. these, I mean, they are big. Again, I'm going to back up a little bit. These are quite large, but I can see having some good uses for them on some of your bigger journals and pieces. I really like that one. I think these are neat. Oh my word. Use your number. We don't even do that anymore in school. Now I like these sentiments. Let's get more of those, sort of the papers. Wow, love that. It's kind of huge. Kind of big. This is kind of why I go through this. As I said, if I didn't, it would be very difficult to see what's really here. Okay, this, all of this that we just went through, this is the main ephemera, so to speak. I'm going to put that back in for a minute because this next part's kind of different. Oh yeah, okay, so this was, it actually says it's lightweight paper. It's very lightweight paper. But, you know, not so hard. The next part, so it also has a bunch of washi, and again, you get two. These are very cool. These washi pieces, I think, are really interesting. I'm just going to go through really quickly and show you all everything that you get. I like that little Your Story, Stories to Tell. I love that pink water spot right there. That's kind of cool. A coffee spot. That purple one too. Isn't that cool? Oh, the butterfly's kind of interesting. I love the mushroom. That's very fun. And I love these birds. Okay, so there's a lot in this pack. There's a lot of fun stuff in there. I think I'm going to have a really fun time going through this. I'm working with some of those. Okay. This next one, apparently I got two of these, which is very, very likely. So I'm going to put one aside. Okay, so this is the 49 and Market Kaleidoscope Mini. Oh, I do know why I got two of these. Okay. Because I wanted these elements, and I did see someone haul this piece. I had originally thought these were all going to be teeny, teeny, tiny, but they're not. Now, I have so much here for my specimen cards. I'm going to end up making a ton of them, and I'm okay with that. Let me see if I can get this one. Oh, look at that. All right, where the last one was, I'm going to back it up a little bit more so you can see the whole thing. Where the last one was super thin, this is really nice and thick. These are really nice and thick. Love these little windows. Look at that. You get all the tickets. You have all of these wonderful critters, dragonflies and butterflies. You have the beautiful flowers, little birds, more tickets. That's really cool. Okay, and the next one is absolutely full of flowers. Now, some of these I think I'm going to make into bookmarks. I think some of these are going to be really beautiful as bookmarks, but these are just really beautiful in general. So that's that page. And then this is just the card, but they've given you these pieces that you can cut out, which I love. So you're getting quite a few pieces in this one. This one's really cool. I'm actually very happy that I bought two of these. I was trying to buy, I bought two, and I know that what I was thinking at the time, because I remember now what I was thinking, which was go ahead and get two so you won't feel like you have to look back again. Because, you know, if you look again, you might find more, and that would not necessarily be a good thing. These are so cute. They're the typewriter buttons. 196. Now, I generally do not buy alphabets. I love that it has the numbers on here. I'm going to have to work out and see if it's enough for me to do an advent calendar. But these are really cute. I just thought those were kind of special. Okay, next. Gracious. I'm going to move this out of the way. That one has to go back where it belongs. I'm going to move this up a little bit. So these are the Botanical Garden 4x6. This is by Little Birdie. Let's see if we like these. I'm not so sure. I'm unconvinced. Okay. So they are 4x6, which means they should be postcard size. They are heavy, not heavy, if that makes sense. Positivity is a superpower. So it looks like you're getting 2 of each. These would make really nice cards as is. You can actually just send them, I think, as postcards. I wouldn't guarantee that. I mean, happy mind, happy life. So the flowers are really pretty on these. Keep calm and dream on. So they're cute. They are definitely cute. I'm sure that I will find plenty of usages for them. This next one I was very excited about. Okay, this is the Aqua Medley. 24 cards, 12 designs, and these are 4x6. Let's take a look. I think I just didn't expect as much writing on those, but I don't know. These are so beautiful. All right, I don't know how close I can get to you all. Very vintage looking, very antique looking. The paper is nice. You could certainly mount these if you wanted to. Make a little series. Oh, pretty. These are just very, very nice. I'm really super happy with these. I think part of what I was thinking with some of these is that I would just use these just exactly the way they are. Tuck them into junk journal pockets. I love all the blues. I think my mother would approve. Of all the blues. Okay, so then I did spring for this Tim Holtz. And when I say spring, again, it's still a lot cheaper than it is in most of the stores. This is the collage paper. So let's see what that means. Oh, wow. Basically, it's tissue paper. This is going to work really well on the cards. If I can get that. Is that 1 or 2? That's 2. Wow, it is definitely tissue paper. But if you're using it for collages or you're using it, this could certainly be used on if you were doing a wood piece. So many different options because it is this basic tissue paper. You could do a lot of Mod Podging with it. My word. Although it sticks. there's a lot of these. There's a lot of really wonderful options here. So that's nice. Oh my goodness. They're definitely sticking. Look at that beautiful house. A library card. Some design, and then I think we begin to repeat. Yep. So you get 2 of each of those. It's actually quite a bit. It's actually quite a bit. And then, of course, Tim Holtz does an amazing job with his packaging, so I will be keeping the packaging. Using every bit of it. Okay, oh, 1 second, please. Okay, so next I did get this wonderful acetate. They had several really nice options. This or that one. This one, oh my word, it is so thick. Let me look at this one really quickly. I just want to make sure there's just one in here. There's just one. This one is very, very thick. This is Bow Bunny Willow and Sage. They just call it specialty paper. Definitely beautiful acetate. Got this one. This is Vicki Boutin Bold and Bright. When last I looked, they certainly still had these. And again, they were very inexpensive, or to me, they were very inexpensive. This one's very colorful. Paige Evans, Adventurous. This one, I really thought I ordered 2 of these because I love the numbers, and I really want to use this for a advent calendar. If only my mind was working quicker than that. And then we have this beautiful gold, kind of a gold layered. This is Sketchbook by B. Valent. Really, really pretty. Okay. Believe it or not, we are down to the paper pads. So I did get 2 different paper pads. Holly Jolly and the Halloween in Wonderland. So let's, oh, that just came right apart there. Let's take a look if I can get into this one. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, so the paper there is just shredding. Oh, wait, there's 2. So there's nothing on that the back of this front. It looks like you get 2 of each. Oh my word, this paper is very thick. It is lovely. No, you get more than 2. You get 4. These are fantastic. In particular, I wanted some of these for some of the little frames that I do. Especially at Christmas, I have these beautiful little frames that I get at Hobby Lobby, and I wanted these smaller but very distinct pieces to put in them. And I love that little TV. That is so cute. And the back is this just kind of nice, simple stripe. Then you get these beautiful pieces, which I'm thinking are probably 3x4, which they are. Those are gorgeous. And then you have the extra piece down here. Oh, look at the back of it though. So that, you get another frame and you get the postcard. These are really gorgeous. These are really gorgeous. Okay, and then you get these cut aparts. Oh my goodness. The back is this wonderful sort of distressed blue. And on the front, these are so stinking cute. I can't even say it. I would have loved to have found this in a 12 by 12. I don't think I found it. I went looking for it. But I think in a 12 by 12, this would just be, these would be even more fantastic. They're adorable like this. And I think I might be able to work the frames with those. Oh, I really want these in a 12 by 12. Oh my word, look at the back is so cool. And then the front is so cool. You have the little tabs up here. Oh. All right, so you've got the tabs, you've got the ornaments, you have these wonderful tags, and the bingo cards. All right, oh my word. Yes, I'm losing my little tiny mind, but, you know, for a good reason. Okay, so then you have the music here, which it's gotta be, I don't know, it's gotta be this way. It's gotta be that way. And then, yeah, and then the back, you have these wonderful tags. Oh my word, now I'm really gonna be on the hunt to see if I can find this in 12 by 12. Because I really love these, and I think in a 12 by 12, there's so much you can get out of those. Love it. And then last, you have another 3 by 4. These are adorable. Just adorable. And the back, you have kind of this cut apart. Most of this is pretty small. I might be able to do Santa in a frame. But the rest of it is just beautiful. So this one was wonderful. Okay, and then we have this Asuka 6 by 6. Oh, wow. Okay, and again, they're both Asuka. This is really falling apart. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and free the poor thing, because that's weird. Okay, I'm not so sure I can even get to this. So there we go. Okay, so again, sorry. This is just the cover does not have anything on it. You're going to have 4 of each sheet, which gives you lots of possibilities. This really makes me think of the another company that did something similar, Stamperia. It's really pretty. Gotta love the Alice theme. This is really cool. Oh, I love it. Got sort of a simplistic, almost industrial. So these are 3 by 3s. Really cute. A nice purple on the back. I do like this because with the 3 by 3 for some of these larger ones, there's a lot you can do with those. This next one looks like cut aparts. I'm a little bit worried that these are Stamperia, but being sold by this other company. But this is Office Supply. This is not Temu. So these are very, very cool. To be fair, it just because it has a Stamperia look does not mean it's Stamperia. Because a lot of people, you know, it's Alice in Wonderland, you know. And I really, really want this in a 12 by 12. Look at the cards. They're so cool. And the tags. And the back is just this really nice stripe. And then the last one, the back is kind of a lacy look to it. And then you get these cute little cards. These are adorable. These are going to be 1 3/4. Let's see. No, 1.5. These are of course they're 1.5. Good job. Really cute. Love the mushroom. Okay, so those are the 6x6s. And then I'm going to pull back even further and try to get this in. There's a giant pile right here of all of the items that I bought. So we have Simple Story, St. Patrick's Day. I believe that this was some kind of a really good deal. I'm going to keep believing that for the moment until I look at the prices later. All right, let me see if I can get it. So you can really see these. It says it's 78 pieces. Oh, this must be an older one. I mean, there's nothing on the back of this. No, it says 2024. So you have this kind of pretty, very 60s to me. But I really like this back. I love that clover. Then you get the rainbow and kind of a rainbow paper type thing on the back. That's really cute. These cut-aparts are great. Charmed Life, Catch a Leprechaun. So you have Kiss Me, I'm Irish, Keep Calm, and Shamrock On. So you've got these really cool cut-aparts, and the back is just this really nice, simple blue design. Not a huge amount in this one. Some nice stickers. Pinch Me Lucky. So Very Lucky. I love the little sentiments on the bottom. Let's see. So this is really cute. This is very sweet and it is very simple. It does say it's a simple set. I wonder if that's something different. Have y'all ever heard of Simple Stories doing something called a simple set with just fewer pieces? I want to say this was like $5, $5 or $6. Not expensive. Not crazy. I just got this stuck to the back. I'm trying to get it back in here. And it is fighting me, guys. It is fighting me all the way. Okay, last but certainly not least. See, I wish I could extend my arm more. This is again the Asuka, but this is Asuka Studios. And this is, I finally found one of the 12x12s. Wow, I don't know what they're using for their adhesive, but the when you open these, this just really falls apart. Or comes apart. I'm so used to being able to, sorry about all that, used to being able to stick things right back inside. All right, let me do it this way. Oh my goodness. Nope, the arm doesn't want to stay. Let's do it that way. It'll be a little bit twisted, but that'll be okay. Okay, so we have this Get a Clue. Nothing on the back. These are fantastic. And I do know that this is one of the big reasons I wanted to buy these. I just think they're really cool. You got Big Ben up here. This whole Sherlock Holmes look. These are going to be your 3x4s. And then you have a postcard size. And the back is just this simple look. So you get, I believe, 2 of those. Oh, wow. So this is my cut apart. And they're fantastic. This is for some serious fussy cutting. I've got to sit down and do. Oh, but maybe not, because I really like what's on the back too. Kind of in sets. Right, that's very cool. I gotta tell you guys, it's books. It's all good because it's books. Look at the bookshelves. That's just so, to me, that's just a thing of beauty. And then you have all of these wonderful, it's getting late. These wonderful sentiments down below. They are so cool. Oh, I really like this. I like that kind of grunge look to it. So on this one, you have the different papers. A little bit more of a grunge look down below. And then you have the brick wall. Look at the footprints. That is so cool. See the footprints on that side. To me, I think this piece is just beautiful. I just think it's very, very cool. Maybe I should just say it's cool. So there are no stickers in this one. You do get, so you can see that there are more of the cut aparts. These are another series of the 3x4s. You get some other pieces down below. And then the back side is, I had it right the first time, is this really amazing map. Very, very cool. Okay. Well, guys, that was a really long one. And if you stayed to the end, I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, please, please, please come back for more. Hit the like button. Don't be shy. Subscribe. And join us on this little journey. And I will see you guys next time. Cheers.